Brandon called me yesterday. I met up with him.
Mm-hmm.
So he met up with Wyatt and got the whole plan going that he would be, you know, back doing mags.
Yeah, they sorted their beef, right?
They sorted their beef. Wyatt then had to fuck off for a bit. And Brandon said, okay, bet. When you come back around, put the blueprint and shit back where we had it. Brandon comes back around about 8 or 9 hours later and finds out Wyatt's dead.
Like dead?
Dead. Executed, mag dumped, body turned into a sponge, dead.
Good old Edgar.
Yeah. Edgar. He's not sure exactly what happened. My theory is...
The Edgar found out about their meeting or
he
agreement.
Found out about
probably.
it, but the thing is how, right? Because it was fresh. It was only hours old. The only people that knew about it was Brandon and Wyatt and us, right? We were tucked up in bed. We didn't know any details either. Wyatt cut his hand open in front of Brandon and made a blood pact that he wasn't going to betray him. And from asking Brandon about shit, it sounds like I never spoke to Wyatt. I don't know if you have, but it sounds like Wyatt. Brandon said he was a bad liar, and that he wouldn't he'd be obvious if shit was going wrong if you pressed him hard enough. So I think Edgar being Edgar noticed the cut on his hand and isn't dumb. He's probably made a fair few blood packs in his own life. Noticed the blood pack cut, and then pressed them about it. Found out some shit and then killed him. But it gets worse. Wyatt's properties then got locked down and raided by the police.
Oh my god, don't tell me he didn't move the fucking blueprint.
He didn't move the blueprint. So
you're telling me Besties are the only people?
Yep. They're the only people that can supply mags.
Just a big guy know about that.
Yeah. And apparently
Brandon
he's
know
not
what his reaction was to it?
Well, originally it was like when he found out Wyatt was dead, he kind of told Brandon it's on him to get the shit. Right? And then Brandon at the time was like, yeah, no problem, because he had told Wyatt where to put it. He went there. There's no sign of any of it. So all his properties are locked down. We're assuming it was raided because obviously he's dead. The dead people have no rights, so they could have done whatever they wanted.
You know what's bad about that? If he had any sort of faceless shit in the house with that blueprint, that could be cooked.
Well,
because if he's storing a blueprint there, it's obviously a house he thought was very secure, so there's probably more shit in there than just that.
Well, that's the next thing. Met up with Charlie last night to discuss tonight. And he pulled me and Shang aside and said there's new passwords. So I think it's a safe assumption
they got a chip.
They got it. Wyatt's chip. So just so you know, the password now is what it was, except it's ended with DT763. So it's the same password and then ended with DT763. With all caps.